Hi guys, so in this video I'm going to talk about how to get more clarity in your life. I've got 5 tips that can help you to just clear your mental junk and physical junk and just feel more clear and content. Give you more mind space to focus on the things that are really important to you. So the first one is to cut out any unnecessary emails or media or TV time. For emails, you can unsubscribe whenever you see that you get an email that you don't really want and it's just taking up your time to look at it and delete it. Before you do that, go to the bottom, it's usually at the bottom of the email, and just unsubscribe. Unsubscribe from all the emails that you don't need and don't really want to read, that are taking up your time. Okay, it will take a little bit more time than just hitting delete, but what, 30 seconds to a minute more, and then that is done. And be aware of what you're signing up to as well, because it takes time to read through these emails. It's taking up time that can be used much more productively. This also goes for media. So, oh my gosh, we're all like this. You can start looking at one thing and then you go open another tab or something on a computer to look for something else, and there's the news feed, and then all of a sudden something's grabbing your attention and you're looking at this news story. You don't even realise you're doing it. But by the time you've read towards the end of the story, or you've gone on to another 4 stories, you're like, oh my god, what am I doing? I need to do something else important. And sometimes it can be a while before you realise that you've gone off on a tangent somewhere, away from whatever you're supposed to be doing. So this is just about having awareness. When you're doing a task, be really focused and be aware in the back of your mind, thinking, I'm not going to get distracted, or the opposite of that, which would be, I am going to be focused. I'm going to get this done and focus. Just think focus. Because what you focus on, you attract. And then there is TV. So, and I will explain why cutting out all these unnecessary things is going to give you more time to do, like I said, the important things that you want to do. So TV, think about all the programs you're watching. Do you actually enjoy watching the ones that you do? Do you need to watch as much TV as you do, or as many programs as you do? And is there something else you would rather be doing, such as taking up a new hobby, or playing an instrument, or learning a new skill, to help you progress in your life and improve as a person, instead of watching other people live their lives? I mean, things like this, documentaries, for example, I guess you're learning something new, or I tend to often watch how to improve my life in different ways on YouTube, or I'll read books. These are all things that are helping me grow and progress. But I try and still keep those to a minimum. So they are 3 areas you can look at that to gain more free time and clarify your life, because all of these as well, you're taking in so much information from all of these and it's cluttering up your mind. So the more you can eliminate things and create more space mentally, and don't just replace these things with other types of media or distractions. Try and do something, replace them with something productive. Which kind of leads me on to, well, the next point is number 2, is to clean, tidy, declutter and organise. Okay, that's kind of a cluttered sentence. But when you have a clean and tidy environment, and you know where everything is, everything's organised, it has its place, you know where to go to find everything, and you don't have more than you need, it gives you so much more time and mind space and freedom to do the more productive things in your life. I find if something's very cluttered around me, I can't concentrate. It's always in the back of my mind and my head feels cluttered. And then after, I find cleaning is therapeutic. It helps you get your thoughts out your head as well. If you clean, tidy, that's time for you to... It's a kind of meditation, I guess, where you're getting the thoughts out your head. You're not filling it with more thoughts. You're sort of releasing them, or just sometimes you go over things, but it's a different kind of way to organise your thoughts and your environment. Number 3 is to do nothing. And by this, I mean give yourself time every day to... I don't like using the word meditate because a lot of people think of it as being something where you just sit still and you try and clear your mind and you don't think of anything. There are so many different types of meditation, but this is about sitting and doing nothing. So this is just sitting in the quiet, sitting still and hearing whatever's coming up. Don't try and ignore it, just be aware of it. Allow it to be there, and you might start to analyse your thoughts, which is okay, and then you can see the analyzer analysing the thoughts, and it's just hearing and just being in the present moment, listening. It's as if you're watching TV, but you're doing it internally, I guess. It's challenging, but the longer you do it for and the more times you do it, the easier it becomes. And you start to feel like if you were to do this for, I don't know, it's different for different people, but if you were to practice this, you would notice your head becoming much more clear because you're giving your mind the time to release thoughts, and you're not ignoring whatever's in your head by filling it with more stuff and then getting these uncomfortable thoughts and feelings and then filling it with more information because you feel like there's a lack within you. So sitting quietly and listening, it can be really uncomfortable, I know, to just listen to the thoughts and the feelings that you have. And this is really important for self-awareness as well. It's going to help you grow and progress as a person, to be aware of the types of thoughts, the types of feelings, and be okay that they're there. Yes, they will be uncomfortable, but the only way to grow and change these thoughts and uncomfortable thoughts and feelings is to be aware of them. And that's when you can take the action to learn different ways of thinking, or question why you're thinking those thoughts or feeling those feelings, and then potentially try new behaviours. But if you're constantly suppressing these, you're just going to become more and more trapped and unhappy and more cluttered in your mind. This is a way of sort of purging your thoughts, releasing, and gaining more clarity in your life. And then, and also with this, a lot of people say, I don't have time to meditate, I don't have time, I don't know how to, it's too uncomfortable. The whole point is it's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's there because we need to do this because our heads are so filled with so much information, and we know that we're not happy when we don't listen to these thoughts, and we're constantly consuming and trying to fill the void and doing these addictive behaviours like eating or watching TV. I mean, eating too much and eating bad foods and watching too much TV. So this is a kind of a replacement. If you can just take half an hour a day of watching TV or browsing the internet or something that's not productive, something you don't actually enjoy the feeling or the results of, and change it for this. Just make yourself, it's discipline, I know. Sit down and just, whatever happens, happens. Don't expect a result. Just sit for half an hour, hear your thoughts, feel your feelings, If you need to cry, cry. I think it's so important to be aware of our thoughts and feelings. It's the only way we can be mentally healthy and obviously gain more clarity. Okay, number 4. Yes, number 4 is to exercise and get in nature. This is really important because we spend so much time at computers, indoors, sitting still, living a sedentary lifestyle, that our bodies aren't being used the way they're supposed to. So say on your lunch break, go out for a walk, just get outside. Even if it's cold, wrap up, put a scarf and gloves on. You'll feel so much better and so much more energized for it. And it will give you, you know when people say, oh, it blows away the cobwebs. It's true. It's like it's clearing your mind. When you go out for a walk or go for a run, it's clearing your mind. People say that's their meditation when they go for a run. And breathing, deep breathing. We don't breathe properly or the way that we should. We don't get enough oxygen into our systems. So, and this is a really important thing as well, to help our bodies function properly, get more oxygen to the brain and clear our thoughts. And getting in nature is therapeutic. It's natural. Nature is natural. It's, yeah, you can't clutter your mind being in nature. I've never known that to happen. Okay, and then number 5 is to brain dump. You can do these in any order, or you can take 1, you can take 3, you can take all of them. But this one is a really good one, to journal, brain dump. So maybe at the end of the day, if you find it difficult to sleep as well, journaling is a really good way of clearing your mind. So just write whatever comes out. Write your thoughts, your feelings. This goes alongside self-awareness and improving, growing as a person. You learn about your thoughts, your feelings, and really they're not that scary. They are not. They are very uncomfortable at times, but once you start hearing about them, learning about them, you realise that you're definitely not the only one that has these thoughts and feelings. So journal, get your thoughts out. You can do this either in the morning, in the evening, whenever is more suitable for you, whenever you feel the need to do it. But to do it, if you're really feeling cluttered in your mind, even do it now, like after you've watched this video. Just start writing, get things out your head, and cut out all the crap around you. That will help. And also, if you feel like you've got loads of things to do, it's quite a good thing to just write down, get a large piece of A4 paper and write down everything that you think you need to do, and then organise that. So put P next to the priorities. What are the things that are really important that actually need to be done? What are the things that you can just cross off that you might think, oh yeah, but I do need to do that, but do you really? Question everything, because you won't need to do everything that you think you should be doing. A lot of them will be shoulds and not needs, not priorities. And then also make sure that you're adding fun into your to-do list. So when you're doing all these priorities, make sure you reward yourself and give yourself that break from doing all the serious things. Often we can do so many serious things, like productive, grown-up adult things, and then we don't actually congratulate ourselves for doing them. And so it just becomes this list of monotonous tasks, and it's harder to do. If you're putting little fun things as rewards in between some of them, it's going to make it a lot easier to do in the future, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, and just eliminate anything that you really don't need to do. It's we all need more time for ourselves, to be with loved ones, do the things that really matter to us, start the projects we want to do, just cut out more of the TV, the media, the things that aren't contributing to our lives. And this will be individual for everyone. Okay, so I hope this video has helped. This is an information video, so it's going to add to the clutter that's in your mind. But if you do some of these tasks now, well, I don't mean you can do them right now if you want. It will definitely help you to gain more clarity. Okay, so I hope this helps, and I will be posting another one soon.